Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm sorry, I got distracted doing something and totally forgot to switch to live scene. Anyway, I'm home for Easter break, and I'm looking forward to having a great stream. So, yeah, welcome back. I'm on with DK, Rampage, Mr. B, and Dad Can Learn, and it's DK's birthday as well as Easter, so happy Easter and happy birthday to DK. Yeah, that's all I got. Let's jump in. Also, right now, I'm in creative mode because I'm fixing shop, and then I'm going to go work on fixing up the rest of the hole. So here we go. And hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You should have heard all the bad things that they were saying about you.
Oh, I'm sure it was horrible.
I thought it was only from you, DCL. Where did we
well,
come
it's
to
that's very possible.
He cannot tell lies.
It's very possible that it was just me.
We deeply respect and love iGamer.
We do.
We love him for all of his faults.
Very good. Because there's a lot of them, so I'm glad you were willing to work through that.
Anything for you, sir.
So there's a new cart system in shop.
Oh.
So when you're in shop, you can add things to your cart and then purchase them all at once when you're done, instead of having to make a whole bunch of small purchases.
I actually appreciate that.
There's now an actual back button so that you don't have to hit the escape key every time you want to go back, because that confused a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally sold some stuff a number of times by hitting that little gold nugget.
That was what you would call super confusing.
I sold like a few things on accident once, and then I never did it again.
Lucky you.
We can't all be just.
We can't all be perfect, Rampage.
I mean, I generally use hotkeys for everything anyway, so that's
true.
why.
You're special.
The only time I'll like navigate a menu like that is when I don't want to use my right hand for anything.
Okay.
Or my left hand, I mean. So, other than that, I generally just use hotkeys.
Oh, by the way, DCL, we're going to be doing something after the stream, and if you want to join, you're certainly welcome.
Okay, well, it's that was very like hazy as far as. Hey, we're going to be going to rob a bank after the stream. You want to join?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was trying not to toot my own horn. Today is my birthday, and so we were going to do some things after my birthday.
You're allowed to toot your own horn on your birthday.
It's your birthday.
I feel bad though.
This is the point where we all say 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, DK 3D Night. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
That was so coordinated. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, very.
NJ was singing it in the background if you didn't hear.
America's Got Talent. How many of us are there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Discord singing, fantastic.
5 of us, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I think that may have been so accurate that like the birthday person's gonna like copyright strike us all now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's public domain though. You can't copyright that.
That song is not public domain. Like the owner, the family owner of that song, like massively sued a bunch. There was a reason restaurants stopped doing the Happy Birthday song.
Yeah, they can't do it anymore.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The family owner of that went after people and sued a bunch of restaurants. You have to apparently pay a licensing fee to use that song.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, but
that was like that started like 20 years ago though.
Yeah, it's been a thing for a while. That's why when you go to restaurants, they do their own birthday thing instead of the happy birthday song.
He's like, why would they want to pay for that? That's kind of silly. Understandable.
Also, shop is finished. So.
Good job.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading the lawsuit.
Ah! All right, now I have to finish my hole.
Hole. You're still not done with your hole?
Still digging the corners.
I thought you were like meant to be done with that pretty
I-
recently.
I was gonna be done with it, and then I didn't finish it last week.
Based on how many people will show up, we'll kind of determine what we're gonna do.
So what are our options?
Well, if there's a lot of people, I have like my panic option, which is necessity.
Okay.
And anyone who doesn't own that, just let me know, and I can get you a copy. It's very, very cheap.
Okay.
Yeah. So in 2016, Warner Chappell Music, the music publishing company that had been collecting royalties on songs for years, no longer had ownership claims. So as of 2016, it is part of the public domain.
Oh.
But yeah,
Just note that some companies
they
have.
did lose a 25, or that company did win a $25 million lawsuit in 1988. So at least they got something out of it.
That's crazy.
Also, DK.
Mhm.
I think I have solved all of our scaffolding problems.
I see. Yeah, I think you have.
If we need more, I can get more very easily.
Did you find a duplication glitch for scaffolding?
No.
No, he's saying that he made a lot. He did a DK thing.
Just because when he says, if we need more, I can get more very easily.
Right.
It usually
that
means he
generally
found some
means
sort
I've
of
done
exploit or some sort of I've done a something that gets you a lot of items quickly.
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
have
ask
ideas,
something.
but I haven't done any yet.
I have an unspeakable thing to ask for, Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Can we extend this out one more?
You wanted to go that far down?
No. I just want one more line so that I can make this even. I feel like that's important to Rampage.
Oh, we'll have to do this part by hand. Luckily, I know someone who has a beacon.
You're not taking my beacon.
I don't need to take your beacon. I can still use it.
Oh,
Beacon it.
right, because you have...
Yeah.
You have somehow, for somebody who has, no patience for anything, has the patience to teleport back and forth between a beacon.
It's faster. It is significantly faster
Then what?
than not having it.
I mean,
Then creating your own.
true, but it depends on where you're... I feel like the faster method would just be to steal the beacon and move it.
Well, that would be griefing.
Oh yeah, and I hear griefing an admin's a really bad idea. It's like griefing the mayor.
Yeah, it is a bad idea.
Alright, let me... Oops.
Try it out. Let's find out.
Sleep time.
Oh, trust me, a lot of people have tested this theory. For whatever reason, people like griefing me.
It is a
Yeah,
pretty
for some
weird-
reason, everybody goes after DK. It's true.
I think it's because he doesn't have most of the chests claimed.
He also builds very
Yeah.
close to spawn, so
Yeah.
you're the first thing everybody sees.
So then everyone's like, "Oh, I'll just take from this."
But has anyone ever tried to grief iGamer while iGamer is on?
Anyone tried to grief me while I'm online?
I'm not really talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I could see, for example, people. I don't know. I mean, heck, remember my castle that we had?
By the way, DCL,
And-
the answer
Oh,
to your
yeah.
questions on the old server, yes, that did happen a couple times. It was pre me being admin though.
So 1.12?
Yeah, that one.
That's old.
Yeah, people would just come into my base and I'd be like, "What are you doing?" They wouldn't realize I was there, and then I'd be like, "What What?
In their defense, we kind of also broke into your house, but we didn't steal anything.
Which?
Well,
Wait,
when
I
we
didn't
when
see.
by the well, that was more recent, wasn't it?
I mean, in the previous server, we did that. This is how we
This
met on
is
Gamer,
the
though.
server. This
Yeah,
is the
we're
server
talking about the
before
server
that one.
before
Before
that
that one, because there was the 1.12 server, there was the 1.13 server,
and
there
then
was the
there's this one.
1.14 server, which I
No,
think
no,
went to 1.6.
no. The 1.13 server was the. We've only had
Last
3
one.
servers.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we started the one. We started the last one as part of the aquatic update.
Huh.
I still have the release announcement in my.
Because I know that there was a 1.13 server, and it lasted like a very short period of time, and then
Mm-mm.
it was wiped.
It was the same server. It was the same server. Even if you look at we did a test run for a little bit, but it was
Because I
not.
remember,
It was that was the Mindfario world on
No.
on the previous server. That world still exists. It just ended up being we just ended up not using that world for the last server.
Speaking of the old server, I tried to go on there today and it wasn't working.
I know what Rampage. I think I know what you're talking about, and the answer is it was a world that was linked to the previous server we had. That world is still accessible to us on the previous server. We only have 3. I could even show you the like the non-bungee cord server IP for the server we had before this one is Mindfair 113.2. Like all of the servers that are, like the individual servers that don't, that would ultimately be bungee corded together, were all Mindfair server type 113.2 dot whatever.
Hey, Rampage, can I have your opinion on something?
What do you need my opinion on?
Which do you like better, the left or the right?
What do you mean?
They're different designs, so tell me which one you like the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DCL, in order to avoid copyright, they're building apricot bees.
Well, there's actually another reason for this, other than copyright.
Oh, okay.
Apricot is my favorite fruit.
Oh, cool.
What would be the copyright concern?
Applebee's.
Applebee's.
Oh,
They're building
Gotcha.
a restaurant. So instead of it being Applebee's, it's apricot bees.
gotcha. It's like in the American
makes more
trucking simulator thing. It's like heart instead of loves.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
You like that the best? I like this one the best too, but I thought I just wanted to get an outside opinion before I finalized it.
Also, depending on the way I look at certain blocks, for whatever reason, my shader is now fighting my bad line outline, and sometimes just creates pure white thing.
The white ball of light that I had in my hand the other day.
The shader is progressively starting to fight more and more things.
You might need to get a new one, buddy.
But it looks so good.
It really does.
It's really amazing. Night is amazing too.
Oh, look, I'm sure the shader is great, but eventually, if it's going to continue to self-implode, you might need a new one.
Stand here, DK's cape becomes a white thing as well.
Oh no.
Hey, Rampage, can you give me some glass?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some fancy design.
Fancy design.
Someone just gave me glass.
I gave you 16 while I went to go find some more.
Thank you.
Out of here, chicken.
Now, I don't know if we're gonna want to stick with plain glass or not. I haven't decided. I don't know if colored glass would look better or not.
So I'm debating whether certain ranks could have access to a specialty shop.
Oh, would that have enchanting bottles or XP bottles?
No, it would have stuff that normal players shouldn't have.
Like,
Debug
Like wand.
sticks, barriers,
If you do
structure
that-
voids.
Debug stick?
how are you going to
Light
sort out the
boxes.
permissions with the debug stick?
Light blocks.
Or are you just asking the
there
real
is a
questions?
permission added by Spigot. I figured this out for the class Doc and I teach. We tried to find a way to give the kids debug sticks because they were begging for them,
Who's talking to?
and I found a way to figure it out.
Huh.
The Spigot adds a permission called Minecraft.debugstick, which allows a player with the permission, even if they're not operator, to use a debug stick.
Explain to me debug stick. Like I've heard it since I've started playing.
Okay, so
What's
a
the
debug
point? What does it
stick
do?
allows
Admin
you to
stick that allows you to edit what a block is.
it basically allows you to change the properties of a block that has properties. So like you could detach fences from each other. You can waterlog blocks without water. Like you basically can edit by right clicking. You can rotate blocks. By right clicking, you can edit properties of blocks that have properties.
I'm so
Are you-
confused already.
So
Are you-
like
Are you?
could,
Yeah, you're online.
go
All
to
right, I'm coming
grass?
to teleport to you, and I'll show you what I mean.
like you can make grass snowy grass
All right,
because
hello.
that's just a property.
Hi.
So I'm gonna give myself a debug stick, right?
Hey, Rampage, can you come here and tell me if...
And I'm gonna go into creative mode so I can get stuff for this example. All right, so let's start with
I
fences,
want to know
right?
if this is okay or if I should sink the floor more.
Let's say I don't want these to be fences. I want them to be individual posts, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the debug stick in my hand. Hold on. There we go.
So if I sunk the floor down one more and made an empty block, would that look better?
So it
You mean,
changes
like,
the properties
glass look
of.
down?
Okay, wait 1 second. I'll show you.
So you say it can change direction of block like stairs?
So, like, let's say, yeah, so let's take stairs, right? Let's take these stairs. I can rotate the stairs. Oops. I can rotate the stairs. Or I could
We
flip
could
the stairs.
have one other
Or
option.
change the shape of the
You
stairs.
come up here.
That's cool.
Like I can turn on redstone and adjust how much power a piece of redstone dust has. So
That's
like,
cool.
or like here, so like a power drill, right? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Right.
There you go. So like this, right? Here we go. Right? Watch this. On, off.
My goodness.
I can mess around with its orientation.
DK, we have another option.
So
So yeah, so that's what debug stick
Come up
does.
here
That's why they're helpful.
and do that.
Okay, what do you need?
You want to do
if
it
we're
here?
gonna do that, we should do that maybe with water actually,
With water?
so that we can see through it. Essentially.
This whole
No, that's
big
not
thing.
clear enough. Never mind. What we could do is actually put a light source in here.
My lord, you've done quite a bit of flattening, friend.
I know. I just finished the flattening, and I just need a layer of. I'm doing a layer of grass blocks over the top, so I just have one big lawn.
Actually, ooh, even better.
How do you get a grass block?
Shop.
Silk touch shovel.
That works.
I just saved them all as I was digging
Had to get a silk-touch shovel.
Anything like that,
with a
right?
shovel and a silk touch book.
Same thing on the other side, because it's not
Yeah.
like that one side's level, but the
I think that works.
Not on the inside.
no, I know, but out here, come out here. Where'd you go?
I'm here. Where are you?
Just teleport to me, or I can teleport you to me.
Okay.
Like this spot. Like, should it be
Yeah,
flat
this
all
is
the way around?
Well, no, this is what I want. Oh, all the way around.
Right, so that's what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying. So should I flatten this out all the way around?
To this level, to the 64 or whatever this is. Here, I'll
To
go sleep. There's lots
y
of mobs up
equals
here.
to y equals 64, right?
Right.
Okay.
But not on top. But see, here's the tricky part. Not on top of wherever there's water. Because I'm going to do like a farm and then my little... I still have access to the water that's underneath everything.
Okay, it's easier than you think.
Yeah.
No, I know. I just didn't know if you'd be willing to.
Uh-huh.
But you're our friend, so of course we'd be willing to do that. Because friendship is magic, and magic is heresy.
Sure.
So friendship is heresy? It's
Yes.
very Monty Python of you. That deductive reasoning you're using.
It's actually a funny joke. So like, there's this like, you know how like My Little Pony has that whole friendship is magic thing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this kind of video of a
This is the part where I say but really no.
no, there's
no
a Warhammer dreadnought who grabs the little My Little Pony thing and goes like, friendship is magic, magic is heresy.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with the Warhammer universe.
I was gonna ask what Warhammer is, because there's a Warhammer store near an HEB not far from where we live, and I've always wondered what is in that store. But I look and I see that the people that walk in and out of that store don't look much like me.
Also, my shader has now begun to do this. I'll put it in voice chat for text users. Very weird.
Taking on a life of its own.
Sleep.
The Warhammer store sells miniatures for like for essentially for tabletop games. I'm not sure if you're
Like D&D and stuff.
and
the like.
different. D&D is very different because D&D is like an RPG and Warhammer's more of a strategy game. So like they make miniatures for strategy games.
It's like playing Axis and Allies, but with factions and
Okay.
futuristic stuff. And,
So like Risk on steroids.
yeah, pretty much.
That's fair.
Of course, they have different kinds of games. I think nowadays they have like some actual physical World War II stuff as well. So like the idea is like Warhammer is kind of like the main series, but like that company makes all kinds of of strategy games like that. So the idea is each player buys their own models and like paints them and all that stuff and puts them together, and then they fight each other out in like little games of like you get X amount of points of troops and you will kind of build your own little army list.
If I have a 3D printer, can I just 3D print cool stuff and just be more awesome than everybody?
You know, I'm still really jealous of you for that.
pretty awesome.
I've wanted one for a long time.
Yeah. This summer I'm going to learn how to use the laser engraving tool on it. I just can't use it at school because apparently it produces exhaust that is, will kill kids. So
You have to have it in a room that's set up for that.
yeah. Or just outside.
So we had
Which is the plan.
So we had like a 3D design and prototyping class where we basically would learn how to like build things and create things and use 3D printers and all that stuff, which was really, really fun. It was a great elective. But we had a whole room like designed to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like it was the same room they had STEAM or STEM in.
Right.
I don't know.
I always think it's funny how they
I don't know if
introduced
you have STEAM or STEM.
Well, it's funny because it depends on the district around here, but like once you add the arts back into STEM, isn't it just like school?
What have you left out at that point?
Yeah, like what are you leaving out? Like it's just school.
I mean,
but hey.
So my district has both. If you're in 8th grade and you're in the program, you're in STEM. If you're in it in high school, you're in STEAM.
That doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
So wait, one people gets to like do educational stuff, and the other person gets to play video games, right?
Yeah. It's an unlimited Steam account.
Wow.
No wonder everyone wants to get in that program.
Right?
And then they find out.
I mean, I had unlimited access to VR for a year because
I was lied to.
Well, I thought you still do, because don't you have a VR set now?
Well, now I do, but when I was in middle
yeah.
school, I did because of my game design class. I could go into my teacher's room during the day and play VR.
DK,
what did you do?
For some reason, my claim got upset and started showing me a bunch of gold. I wasn't sure why.
Was it Chris's fault?
Thank you, iGamer.
Wow.
You're welcome. What I love is the fact that somebody was able to convince my district that decking an entire classroom out for gaming was a good investment of board money.
Yeah, I had problem convincing my my school that we should be able to have a club that plays like card games, like Magic the Gathering. We'd even let those Yu-Gi-Oh people play with us.
Those Yu-Gi-Oh people. How dare you?
Yu-Gi-Oh is barely even a card game.
But the reason I say that is because it's like the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh is generally when displayed is how can you confuse people with things that actually aren't the rules.
And
in fact, in the cartoon show likes to like a big thing is cheating.
Yu-Gi-Oh always breaks the rules to win, and then he always has some magical card that is basically Yu-Gi-Oh always wins because Cartoon Hero has to. And somehow the card he happens to have is magically so much better than his opponents, even though he's been losing the whole time.
Well,
Rampage, can I have one diorite placed next to this other diorite if you have any?
Don't own diorite.
That's a shame.
I came downstairs today this morning, and my parents were watching like old cartoons. I was like, nice, this is fun.
There's actually some diorite next to us. Well, the funny thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is like physically, like the showcase of the card game is people going around and cheating.
Yeah.
And using the game while cheating to like decide super important things like elections and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Because obviously the best presidential candidate is a person who can win a children's card game.
Of course.
But only if they're cheating.
Let's be honest. How many people have you met that collected Pokemon cards but had no idea how you were supposed to use them?
I can honestly say I did neither.
Me too.
I had a friend that collected them and tried to explain to me how to play it, but then decided that the game was so complicated that trying to explain it would result in none of us having fun.
Because a lot of my friends never used their Pokemon cards to actually play the card game as intended. They just collected them because they were cool and they were the thing when I was in elementary school.
I see.
Bunch of Pokemon posers.
And I
Yeah, but
rarely
that is
even,
like garbage
I
pail
really,
kids cards.
I've never played a single Pokemon game, and I really didn't watch it all that much. It never interested me.
Want to catch them all?
No, I did not. I still don't.
Did you play the Pokemon Go though, the app on the phone?
I tried it for one day because my friend forced me to download it, and I decided that it was a waste of my time and never opened it again. And then I found it like a couple months later and was like, oh, I never deleted this? Okay. And then I deleted it.
I was babysitting kids when that came out,
Oh,
and so
boy.
like
Oh my gosh! Somebody let you babysit their children?
Oh yeah, like it was a horrible decision for them, but they
Wow.
totally did. So their mandate was we had to go around and catch Pokemon on the Pokemon Go app.
Of course. As kids did.
But the thing is, I would go with them, and thus they would be a little bit safer.
No, so funny story about Pokemon Go. So this past summer I worked summer camp, which I do every season. I'm working again this season. I'm going to be an assistant site supervisor this season, which will be yeah, exactly. That'll be an interesting experience, being in charge of a site with somebody else. That'll be fun, sort of, maybe. Who knows?
Your fault at that point.
Anyway,
you're gonna be president iGamer. Like people just like you just do stuff.
I do a lot of things. I have many hobbies. But we had this old lady. So we worked in the town. I work for the recreation department for the camp. It's like our township does the camp. It's like half day for kids in our town. And it's just like a general recreation camp. And this past season, the 2021 season, because of COVID, we weren't allowed to use the schools like we normally do. So we had to use the town parks, which sucked because this past summer was really hot. But
yeah, it got all the way up to like 90,
85 degrees.
Right?
No. There were days where it was like 100.
You don't know hot, sir.
There were multiple days it was like 100 plus. Okay. That's hot for New Jersey.
It's all right. I don't know cold.
So iGamer, I would like to let you know that I went to junior high.
Yeah.
That during when it was when we were having like tornadic weather and it was like lightning striking and everything and heavy rain, we were forced to sit outside in the rain.
Nice.
And we weren't allowed to wear coats because that was against the uniform code. Yeah.
Very good.
What? All right, so guess why they stopped doing that?
I don't know.
Because a kid
Somebody
got sucked
hurt.
away by a tornado.
Dorothy Gale
went to Oz.
A kid physically got struck by lightning.
Nice.
And so,
I mean, I'm not surprised.
For 3 months, they would actually put us inside.
Wow, impressive.
And then the policy went back to what is the most convenient.
Of course, as policies typically do. But so
I just thought I'd mention that. Go ahead.
Very nice. So the other problem with the parks was that we had them closed to the public during camp hours. And it was posted on the town recreation department, but coming from...
Right, but it's the park.
Right, but because the recreation department owns the park and we were doing a recreation department activity, we actually had the right to close the park and list it as being used for a private event. So anyway, but of course I come from an area where nobody takes no for an answer. So we had a lot of people who would come in the park all the time, and whenever we would tell them to leave, they would get very mad. But we had one lady who was really nice, but she would come in the park and she would just sit in the parking lot on her phone, and we used the parking lot for stuff. And sometimes she would come like during car line, and we were like, lady, you need to move. And she didn't have a kid in camp or anything. Both times we were like, "Hi, how's it going?" She was like, "Oh, good." I'm like, "So the park is closed right now for summer camp, so we're gonna have to ask you to leave." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just checking my Pokemon Go. I'll leave in just a minute. I gotta look for these Pokemon first." And I was like, "What?"
That's how the story got told. I was trying to figure out where this came from and where it was going,
I was like, "What?"
and now we know.
It was like an 80-year-old woman in an old
Good for
white car
her.
who was like driving around playing Pokemon Go. I'm like,
You gotta catch them all.
yeah,
Yeah.
apparently. But she did that twice, and I was like, okay, good for you, lady.
Pokemon Go is a great way to get exercise.
They
I mean,
say.
yeah, but when you drive around in your car, it's more like a hazard.
Mm.
I mean, that's a little bit different because, like, as I said, when I remember, I don't have a driver's license, so I definitely walked those kids, and we went to different like historical places.
See, that's good, and it's educational.
I didn't know that like this one like hardware store had like this like ancient like thing on its building that was actually part of like a historical event.
Oh, cool.
So I just thought it was a odd like I noticed the hardware store had this really odd roof piece, and I never understood why. Apparently, it was there beforehand.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, so I typed in chat.
Rampage, do you like the the glass effect that we got going on?
Give me a moment.
The hole is done.
Until you find something that's not done about it.
Oh, well, trust me, the walls of the hole aren't done. We still have to put the quartz in. That's why I'm going to build an automatic gold farm, which leads into an automatic piglin trading farm to farm quartz.
Woo.
Woo. And then I can
Sounds
also
fun.
sell the other drops for profit. Woo.
Woo.
Big brain. But I'm glad the hole is done now.
I'm happy for you, iGamer.
Thank you. I don't have to keep digging things all the time now. I did too much of that. So now I'm gonna go build my gold farm. So DCL, what are you working on?
I am opening the water stuff that got covered not long ago back up, so I have water again.
Oh, did I cover it up?
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Which I thought I tried to. Sorry.
It's fine. All I gotta do is dig out some grass. I'm fine. But yeah, and now that this is done, I'm gonna set up like little trading posts and villager places and little homes.
Nice. That sounds fun.
I'm gonna make it a little village,
Cool.
and they're all trapped by a spruce wall.
Cool.
How's the inside going?
It's gonna be my village. Mine, oh mine.
How's like your base? I guess the inside part of your base going.
The inside of my base hasn't really changed much
Oh, okay.
since I started this little project.
Oh, alright.
Because I'm doing what I was gonna do, like my plan with the original base.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just now I have a whole lot more claim blocks, and so I wanted to do it bigger.
Gotcha.
So the inside is gonna stay still like land, like natural hill, whatever. It's gonna stay pretty much how it is.
Cool.
And then, but on top of it, eventually I'm gonna build a red nether brick like fortress, castle, something. That's the plan.
Okay.
And then out here it's going to be like the peasant village outside of the castle.
I see. I see. Well. Alright, now I have to make this gold farm, so.
Do you need food, Rampage? You know, I have like lots of bread on me.
Guess I gotta look up.
I've got all the steak you could possibly imagine if y'all need some.
I appreciate that, TCL.
You want some? Or no? Or you were just saying thank you for the offer. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I remember I actually confused someone once when I said no thank you, and they said, how is that possible? How can you say no and thank you?
And that's only someone who has never taught manners.
You're saying no, but you're thanking them for offering it to you.
Right.
They weren't born in this country, so that confused them.
Oh, I see.
Because for them, that was like saying a double negative. How can you have a, say
To them,
yes
that's like
and no?
contradicting yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, it's not, I swear.
So with that one singular individual, you have to say, no, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Or no, go away.
Right, there you go. Or just, no, stop. Get away from me.
No,
I'm
weirdo.
sorry.
Why do you stink? Go.
Oh, wow.
That would be direct.
DCL is full of roasting today. DCL is roasting.
I mean, is it really roasting if they if the person is like semi-fictional? Like, I don't know who he's talking about.
That's true.
It
But
was
you were
little
roasting
Chris's mom.
DK earlier, and DK is.
Well, yeah,
fictional.
that was absolutely deserved, though.
Wow.
And DK always deserves it.
Not true. I would never say something negative towards my mayor.
I appreciate
Just the
that.
mayor?
Election
If he
time.
wasn't the mayor? Are you saying that if he wasn't the mayor, it would be different?
I don't respond to hypotheticals.
That's fair.
Okay. Awkward silence.
You know, I'm really fortunate. There's like lots of diorite right here.
Okay, good.
Because I decided the in-frame of everything was going to be diorite.
Nice.
And having a massive supply of diorite next to this is kind of making this not such a painful decision that I've made.
I have one question for you.
What's that?
Why would you pick bird poop?
Because it's not bird poop, it's gorgeous.
Fine.
Why do you dislike diorite?
I mean,
People,
polished diorite is fine, but just plain diorite is.
I just need the pipe of. I'm just trying to get like the. I'm just trying to get the pop of whiteness.
See, I could understand if it
I
was...
honestly don't understand the people that don't like diorite.
Oh,
like-
I like it when it's polished and smooth. I just don't like it on its own.
Well,
Right.
any of the singulars by themselves is not just like gorgeous.
Now, the thing is, you don't know how I'm using it, and if you saw how I'm using it, you would understand.
That's true. It also depends on context.
Like I'm using it as corner spaces to glue multiple pieces of wood together.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Of course,
90% of it you can't even see.
If
No,
you're
I
inside,
thought you were.
can't
I
see
thought you were making like a large. Like I thought you were making like all of this area that's dark oak logs. I thought that's what you meant by like framing things out of diorite, and that's what concerned
That would
me.
be bad. That would be
But-
very bad.
No, yeah, no. This is
Yeah. You see where I'm using it. I'm using it like as
Yeah,
like
no. This makes
a corner
sense.
pieces.
Yeah, no, that
Just
I'm
to add,
okay with.
just to give that pop of like
Yeah,
something
yeah,
against
that-
the Browns of the West.
That's valid. That makes sense. I agree with that. That's good choices.
This is a very nice restaurant we've made, Rampage, by the way.
Does anybody know
it
where
was-
I can find a turtle egg?
Buy a turtle, probably.
Yes, Mr. B.
You make good choices.
Thank you.
I have a turtle spawner. If you need it.
Do your
If you
turtles
go to
lay eggs?
I don't
If
know.
you go to a sandy beach, there's a decent chance.
I need silk touch for those two, right?
To my knowledge.
Okay. I have to find my silk touch book.
You don't just have a pickaxe with silk touch?
I have a pickaxe, not one with silk touch on it.
Why?
I should put silk touch on my pickaxe. But I
Yeah.
think I don't because my pickaxe has. Oh no, it doesn't have fortune. Okay, yeah.
Well, just get two pickaxes, one with and one with.
No, I
fortune.
know, but I thought I might not have put it on there because I thought I might have had fortune on it already. I don't know that I have a silk touch book. I might have to go do some trading.
I got one.
I know where to find one. Just have to go there. /home villagers. Perfect.
Did you find it before I did? Because I have it right now. If you want.
Hold on. Yeah, I need your book. My villager vendor don't have silk touch.
Lol.
Told me you may have.
Where I teleported to you and then you ran away.
I'm right here. I'm dropping blocks into my auto sorter that I'm not using as an auto sorter.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciated.
Use it in good fashion, sir.
If you don't,
I'm not gonna do anything.
something will happen somewhere at some time.
Oh, can I get saplings again on shop?
Yeah.
Okay. So I forgot I gotta plant spruce saplings along the top of my wall.
Yeah, that's important.
Hey, Rampage.
Hmm?
Do you see these spaces I left on this wall? Let's put glass there as well. Yeah. I think that's gonna really pop.
I feel like it's
Like
really
it's-
good to put glass here.
Alright, I need 20 trapdoors.
Oh my.
Yeah. That's a very large number.
For trapdoors? Yeah. Why do you need so many trapdoors?
I'm making a gold farm.
And that requires a lot of trap.
It does require a lot of trapdoors.
And lots of
iGamers very aggressively.
What?
What is that noise? Is that me?
That's iGamer.
Hold on.
He's
Oh,
being
One second.
attacked.
apparently by a vehicle.
Probably.
iGamer tell them no.
What?
Goodbye.
I don't know what's happening right now. My earbuds aren't working. Hello.
Oh, DCL has vanished.
Mm.
Whenever iGamer talks, it just appears.
It sounds like maybe he's being censored.
What's up?
Also, DK, do you like this? You might want to look at the outside. Look at it from the outside, but
My headphones are dying, so.
Oh, is that why it was going?
that was the noise.
There we
That
go.
was
Is this better?
That was being caused by your headphones?
Yeah, whenever my Bluetooth earbuds start dying, the microphone in them goes.
Is this an alert to other people that something's wrong with your device?
What?
It turns
Is
into a
this-
car horn? I don't know.
I'd love to. I know people always tell me whenever it says low battery, please charge, that they hear feedback or whatever. But
Oh
I
no, this
don't.
was physical car
Like that,
horn.
no, that was like a car was just sitting next to you, and whenever you attempted to talk, it started blaring its horn.
So I've never heard what it actually sounds like. So I would love to
Well,
be
you
able
can
to
go
hear
on
that.
the
I've had
stream.
tells other people,
You
and
can.
it doesn't tell you.
You can go on the stream. It should be there.
Hold on. Rampage Force. I found you. Stream. Live.
Are you
watch.
watching?
I'm about to be.
Hmm.
I found you. Stream.
Are you watching?
Watch. I have to go back further.
Every
Is
time you
this
try to
an
talk.
alert to other people that something's wrong with your device?
I have to go back further.
You have to go back further, but not too far. Oh, DCL has vanished.
Hold on, wait. You were talking when it happens. Just stop.
DCL has vanished. Oh, DCL has vanished.
You're right. It sounds like a
Whenever
electric
iGamer
car
talks,
horn.
it just appears.
That's funny. You're right. That's funny. All right. Very well. Very good. What's better, the mic quality I had before or the mic I'm using now?
I will let someone else make this decision.
I'll switch back to the other one and you can tell me what's better.
I'd appreciate that.
How's this one?
Louder, but I don't know if it's higher quality.
It sounds lower quality, to be honest.
It just sounds louder. And some people mistake louder for higher quality.
Agree. So I'll
But
switch
thankfully
back to...
you don't have any. Thankfully you don't have low quality friends like that.
So what you're telling me is it doesn't really matter because they're the same quality. One's just a little louder.
No, I'm saying that the other one was higher quality, but some people might lie to you and say that it's the opposite because some people, lower quality people, tend to be they think low quality audio is just louder, or sorry,
It's
that
quieter,
louder is
yeah.
higher quality. Yeah.
Right. This is
I'm
just
just
because
saying-
I switched from a webcam mic to my earbuds. Oops.
Oh no, DCL lose internet.
I don't have a response beyond oops. Yes, that's exactly what caused him to lose internet too.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, what else could it have been?
I hate this. I have one trapdoor more than I need. I need 20 and I have 21. Ew.
Lol.
So Rampage on this side is going to be the dining room. So we're going to have tables and stuff.
Of course.
So I'm just going to stick with plank floors.
This, take this, go down here.
I have to say, Rampage, I really appreciate your help with this. This looks really good. This is better than I imagined.
Smelting time. Double check the furnaces. Yeah, we got coal. We're good. Flip the levers.
I kind of like it dropping down.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I do too.
Alright, I also need 50 chests and 45 hoppers.
You have an interesting problem.
What?
Getting all those doors? What do you
Doors?
need those for anyway?
What, my chests and hoppers?
Yeah,
Gold farm.
I think.
Oh, the chests and the hoppers will be for storage.
Yeah.
That's where all the items from the gold farm will end up.
Are there so many
Well,
redstone lamps?
I have 62 chests. 50 plus 45 equals... That's 11, so... 105. No. 115. No. That doesn't make sense. 50 plus 50 is 100. Let's do math the right way.
No, it equals fish.
It equals 95. Okay. Wow, that was stupid. So 95. Okay. So I need a stack and 31 chests in total.
Oh, I love this kind of intimate dining experience me and Rampage are building here.
I'm looking forward to checking it out.
So, Rampage, should the roof go up one or stay at that volume?
I don't know. But what I'm thinking is in the center for lighting, we just have a lava pillar surrounded by glass. But I don't know if that's like a good idea or not.
Well,
DK is a fan of lava lighting, so I think you might be able to get him to agree to that.
Rampage, remember, some of my early creations all involved using lava for lighting.
This is very true.
I just remember that night that only DK showed up for the stream and we worked on my library and my castle and we did lava lighting.
Yes.
Only DK showed up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of you guys came, and DK and I just worked all night on my library, my castle, by
When
ourselves.
did this happen?
Awkward times where like no one messaged me that y'all like had different plans.
And so
so-
DK and I both showed up and nobody else did.
It was like y'all had something come up though. Like y'all had like something legitimate come up.
As opposed to all those other times when we just made it up.
I mean, normally y'all tell me when something's happening, and that was one of the few times that no one told me. So
We were both like, okay.
yeah, I think something like had happened, and then those. I don't really remember exactly. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I actually subscribe to PlayStation Now.
Why do
And
you
that's
subscribe
really
to
interesting.
PlayStation Now?
Well, you see, later, from the before time, I was actually signed up for Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Okay.
And I don't know if
I
you've
question
ever
that
been.
decision, but okay.
So in Microsoft Game Pass, generally you pay $10 a month
Right.
for the ability to download things to a folder that you don't have permission to on your computer.
So they can lock you out if you end it. Okay, that's fine.
Right. So if you ended it, yeah.
You have to do some really big shenanigans to get into that folder, basically.
It's not impossible. It's just annoying.
Yeah. But also, Xbox would detect that I was using a PlayStation controller, and it would disable that controller while I was playing a game on their Game Pass.
Discussed this before.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna try this PlayStation Now because like I can use that on it. Like it gives me a flat account between the PlayStation and my PC. But it works a little bit different on PC in the sense that so on the PlayStation it works kind of like a Game Pass where you can either download or stream it.
Okay.
On the PC you only stream it. But yeah. So it works like how Google Stadia was supposed to work.
Oh, okay. Well, they're kind of downloading enough of the game to run.
This doesn't download anything. It just it creates a virtual machine that you kind of remote into, essentially.
Gotcha.
And the virtual machine has the PlayStation, it loads the PlayStation game up.
Okay.
That actually works really well and gives you access to PlayStation 3 games, PlayStation 4 games, and even PlayStation 2 games.
Okay.
So that kind of made sense to me in the sense that I don't have to download any of these games, and I click a button and now I'm playing this game. And some of those are like my favorite games that you can't like play anymore, like Killzone 2 and some of the older Metal Gear Solids. So I really enjoyed that. I remember how much. What's funny is Google Stadia tried to do what like PlayStation already succeeded in doing, but then they did it poorly and ill-conceived. Because the way Google Stadia works is you pay them their monthly fee and you buy the games. And with PlayStation Now, you don't buy the games; you just pay the $10 a month.
You just pay your fee.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, that's kind of cool, especially for like games you can't even play anymore. And like even the PC versions are unplayable now. Because, we know Windows never has any compatibility issues.
No, never.
So I've been really enjoying that, actually. It's been kind of fun.
That's good.
And I have to say, it is far better than whatever Google was trying to do. I think Google was trying to like make cake and eat it and then charge you twice for it.
So they wanted their cake and to eat it too, basically.
And they wanted to charge you for it. You're going to build the cake and they're going to eat it. You're going to build it and then buy it from them, and then they're going to eat it in front of you.
Yeah.
Making it out like Google's nice.
But so like on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation Now gives you the option to either stream it or completely download the game onto your thing like a Game Pass, like the Xbox Game Pass.
Okay.
Which I kind of appreciate streaming some of these few games that are like really intensively large, like those 100 gig games. Don't quite need to, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like Lego Star Wars.
Oh, they have a lot of the Lego games.
I have the
on the
Lego
PlayStation
Star
Now.
Wars. It's a good time. We had this conversation last week.
Yep. You told us how amazing it was.
It's good.
Also, DK, do you have black dye?
I
No.
really need a turtle egg.
We'll kill as many squids as I can find, but
Isn't that a mob drop?
yeah,
Just go to the shop.
it's not in there.
I don't have ink sacks for sale. Sorry.
I may have one. You just need one?
I need a few.
So they got Lego Batman, Indiana Jones 2, Star Wars:
Ew.
The Complete Saga,
Yes,
Batman
okay.
2, DC Superheroes, Batman 3, Beyond Gotham, Harry Potter Lego years 1 through 4, Harry Potter years 5 through 7, the other Indiana Jones Lego game, the
The first
original
one?
Adventures.
Good.
Then they also have Lego Pirates of the Caribbean,
Nice. Always a classic.
and Lego Star Wars 3.
Okay.
What really threw me for a real cliffhanger is the fact they have Little Big Planet 3 on it.
Nice.
Though if they ever get Dreams on that, that might be that's just where you you stop existing in the real world.
Little Big Planet was a great game.
So after Little Big Planet 3, the developers of that decided that they were going to make an even bigger concept called Dreams, which was going to support everything from RPGs to strategy games to everything. And they were going to build a 3D, 2D engine.
Okay.
And so essentially they were going to do Little Big Planet, but even bigger.
I wish DCL was here. He's online, right?
He lost internet.
No, but I think he came back. Yeah, he's on the server.
Yeah, he's on the server. He has to have internet to be on the server.
Yeah, but his internet's not real.
True.
What?
I need black dye.
Before.
I have an idea and I want to see if it works. But
iGamer, can we purchase black dye from the iGamer store?
What is the iGamer store?
I'm not sure.
What
Like,
iGamer
do
may
we
or may
sort
not
of-
have in a chest somewhere? Is that the iGamer
Like,
store?
I mean, alternatively, we could always take a gold nugget and sacrifice it to a chest and pour lava on it, and some weird ritual might fill that chest then with the items we need. With black dye, I don't know.
I might have some.
Okay, I mean, I'm willing to perform a ritual and sacrifice a gold nugget or something.
Hold on.
Because I want Rampage to be happy. I don't understand why we can't make dye out of coal. That's something you'd really do.
I thought of that, but I checked the recipes and it's not there. You can use ink sacs, you can use wither roses, but you cannot use coal.
I used to use coal to turn people black, you know?
Is 6 black dye enough? Do we need more than that?
Ideally, yeah, but I mean it'll.
How about?
I mean, we
22.
could start with 6 and see if he likes the idea.
How about 22?
That is more than enough.
I had a stack of ink sacs. Rampage, come back here.
What?
Come
Oh.
here. Here. Alright. Now I need grass. Just gonna take some of DCL's grass here.
You take DCL's grass. Polar takes DK's anvil.
Turtles no eat grass? What? It says
Where
turtles
the
eat
turtle-
grass. Oh, it
Turtles
needs to be
eat seagrass.
seagrass, yeah.
Huh.
Alright,
iGamer, something's missing from the store.
let me put DCL's grass back. Hold on. Okay. Slash home H.
The
What's
most
missing?
critical and rare item is now missing in shop, and it's horrifying.
What did I forget?
The grass block.
There was never a
Oh,
grass
really?
block.
Actually, in the original server, there was.
Wait,
Alright,
what do you
fine,
mean
we'll
there's
put
never
this
been a
back.
grass block?
Not in this server, there hasn't been.
Not
True, but
here,
it's
There
missing.
was in the last Minecraft server.
Fine.
Just like XP bonus.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna bail for tonight.
All right.
Mr. B.
Take care, Mr. B. Polar told me to ping him when we were going to start the birthday shenanigans.
Oh yeah, he's in California at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
Like, I think he's supposed to deeply hate me now since he's in that, like, you know, like he has to hate me in Rampage now.
Why does he have to hate me?
It's a requirement. You live in Texas.
What?
Everyone from California hates Texans.
Why?
It's just this thing.
What?
This
Oh.
turtle
Is
didn't plant any eggs. It made all the digging animations, but then no eggs came out.
Maybe it's an infertile turtle.
Scary. You're a scary man.
Did you get an infertile turtle from DCL? Is DCL's like
no, it was
not
just too
fertile?
close. It was just too close to the edge of the sand.
I thought maybe like, you know, like DCL had rigged them against you or something.
No, although I need.
What's funny is in the store, the category for
You're being attacked by a witch.
the actual shop icon for blocks is the grass block.
And there's no grass block in it.
Yes, but I don't sell grass blocks. I'm aware.
I just thought that was funny.
Hello. So this is my idea. I don't know how to do it properly. I want to find a way.
I'm gonna upset you a little bit. I like the idea. They should be red.
They should be red?
Yeah.
Huh? Why
And
should
I
they
think
be
if
red?
iGamer saw it, he would tell you they should be red.
Wait, why should they be red? Wait, what?
iGamer, can I ask for your opinion?
I'm currently collecting turtle eggs.
See, when you're done with that, I need you to explain to Rampage why he's wrong.
I don't know.
Okay.
Why should they be red? Let me go see if I can find red dye.
Is there like a dark red?
There's the bright red, and that is all the red that there is.
It's fine. We can use the black ones.
Okay, TPDK. What are we looking at?
These things. The tarps separating
Yeah, make them
the
red.
dining
Give them
area.
a pop of color.
Why should they be red?
Because color.
It's just traditionally they are usually red.
Hey.
Yeah. Usually they're a darker red, like maroon,
True.
but not necessarily black. I'm sorry. I wish you had told me your idea, and I would have suggested to do them as red.
F3. Ow.
A fly. How did you fall from a high
Because I
place?
went to the nether, and when you go to the nether, it turns off your /fly.
But why didn't you do /fly again?
I forgot.
Why do you do that?
I'm done answering your questions.
Fair.
All right, I made your things work even better now.
They work even better now.
Yeah, I moved forward the step down. So now they kind of properly hide.
Need so many flowers.
Alright,
Well, I
I
guess-
found a spot to build my...
I'll use these, and then we'll see if red actually works better or not.
Shame you can't add black and red to make kind of like a maroon color. Because that's usually the color that those things would be, is maroon. This is a darker red.
Um,
Two... Three...
Paige, I'm really worried about our bamboo supply.
By the way, what time are we doing birthday shenanigans?
I was planning on doing it after Mine Fair, unless people have some other things they need to take care of first.
Well, that's what I mean. What time are you planning on moving from Minefair to birthday shenanigans?
I was waiting for Rampage to let me know that we're done with this stream, because I know he has like a contractual obligation.
I was gonna finish this up, and then he was gonna end up the stream.
Okay, so then iGamer, I think, is going to end his stream here, so he can go eat
Better-
Easter dessert and then come back for birthday shenanigans.
Perfect.
So you want the red?
Yeah, red's more the traditional color for this for some reason.
I don't understand why. I feel like black would work much better.
Yeah, well, I understand like black has some like negative correlations to it. Some people even believe. Some people are actually deadly afraid of black cats. It's attached with misfortune and luck and so
They'd
forth.
rather see a red cat.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yes.
I remember there was actually, when I was a child, there was an adult who was screaming in terror. It was my neighbor, and I was like, "Oh no, my neighbor's in trouble!" And as a child, I went to go see what was up.
Was
You
it
know,
just a
like,
black cat?
yeah. And my neighbor was screaming that the black cat was going to steal their soul. And it was a black kitten.
Nice.
What?
So a thing to understand, Rampage, is that certain things are the way they are because previous superstitions kind of exist,
That's
and they kind of like certain colors have either a positive or negative correlation to them. Did you know that it was discovered that certain colors actually make you hungry?
Which
Yeah.
colors?
And this is why some fast food places actually adjusted their colors because they discovered that you will buy more food. Because psychologically, those color combinations. Disney actually created their own color called Forget Me, which causes your eyes to look away from it. And the idea
Yeah,
is anything
it's
they don't want you to look
it's
at, they
like
paint that color.
it's the look away green.
Yeah.
Ah?
It's like
Yeah,
a weird
so-
shade of green.
So I understand human brains are kind of wired oddly, and then on top of that, we have like superstitions and things that
It's
people
called
believe
Go
for
Away
whatever reason.
Green, and it was formulated by Disney to erase backstage buildings and camouflage construction walls from a person's sight. It's basically this color of green that they found people choose to ignore. Therefore, like the walls that are the edge of the park or doors that you're not supposed to go to will be painted this color, and it will basically, you won't pay attention to it or you won't really notice it. So
Wow.
they paint things that color so that you don't pay attention to it. And like of course when you look at it, it's very obvious that it's there, but like in the moment you don't pay attention to it.
If you weren't looking for it, you would just ignore
Your
it.
eyes would miss it if you don't know what color you're looking for.
Huh.
Even
So
though
colors
oftentimes
have-
the color doesn't always blend in with things around it, you will still ignore it just because, yeah.
Magic.
Think about it. From the beginning of humanity, we had certain things that we did to survive, right? Like we hunted and all that stuff. And so like a lot of the ways like we think, we have a lot of like those kind of old time sensors from kind of being a hunter species.
Yep.
Is we're carnivores, like
Does
we're
this mean that we can mark the stream as educational now?
guess so.
I guess.
But also there's actually like a lot of things that like colors can make have different emotional effects on people. Like there's all kinds of things. There's all these color theories. In fact, I learned about some of these color theories in college. We actually had a like multi-week study on color. And color is
Interesting.
super important. Not only can it be used to make people feel certain things, to adjust certain people, or maybe even get them to do something maybe they wouldn't normally do. And ultimately, that's the intention. Sell, sell, sell.
Well, I'm gonna go end my stream then.
I'm gonna end my stream and then I'm gonna start it up again once I get Necessity up. Igamer, have you played Necessity yet?
Is that
No,
what
do
we're-
I own it?
Let me
I
see.
have to look.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I sense we're gonna have enough people for Necessity, I guess.
I don't know that Polar owns it either.
And I think he does actually.
Oh wow.
Ironically, I think you're the only person who actually doesn't have it, which is easily fixed.
Well, I was told to go eat food, so I'm gonna go
Okay.
eat food.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Oh.
go eat dessert and then
That's probably good. I'm probably gonna go to the bathroom and take care of some things first.
sounds
Oh.
good. Where are we meeting? Just are we all staying in this call?
I guess we'll meet in Zombies.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm buying you Necessity right now.
Oh, thank you, DK.
So happy. What?
This game is like $9. It's insignificant amount
At
of
this
money.
point, DK just spends so much money on giving me games that I feel bad.
See, this is the responsibility of the single person who has like a full-time job. Who
Goodbye.
Bye. I think that's a good spot for me to wrap up mine as well. So, yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Yeah, if you want to
just
join
gonna
the server,
stare at the iGamer NPC while you give this
link
outro.
in the description as per usual, and see you all next time.